This, as you know, is the 7th edition of the Child Gauge. It confirms what we all know and what the gauge does reflect. Circumstances of birth, poverty and inequality are issues that play through all of life. In respect of the way in which we should deal with poverty and inequality, the chapter by Kath Hall and Ingrid Woolard gives a very good definition of how they're linked and how they're separated and why we need particular measures to deal with both. And that would mirror, again, largely the approaches we take in the National Planning Commission. I also want to amplify the fact that one can't address the issue without understanding that children experience poverty and inequality very differently to that of adults. While the effects of poverty for adults are measured largely using a monetary approach and focuses on generating economic growth as a response, this doesn't address the multiple deprivations that children experience as a result of poverty and inequality. So, for example, children growing up in poorer households not only experience a hunger of being deprived of food, but the lack of nutrition impacts on their general health, on their ability to concentrate at school, on their ability to excel at sport. These forms of deprivation are likely to have a long-lasting impact on the quality of life of that child as an adult. Having faced these obstacles, his child will become an adult who lives in poverty. It's this cycle that must be broken if, as a country, we are to truly realize our goal of creating an inclusive society that gives effect to the rights enshrined in our Constitution. Now, the gauge makes an important contribution to our understanding of the situation of children. It demonstrates the importance of good quality data to analyze the progress we've made and the challenges we have to confront. If politics fails, we have to ask where the rest of society is in dealing with these kinds of challenges. It's when we internalize these responsibilities for ourselves in a democracy that we will be able to answer that question which is posed to us the minute we've read the 7th edition of the Child Gauge. Now that we know, what are we going to do about it? I'd like to congratulate the 4 authors for bringing this to our attention, but now we have to take collective responsibility for taking these issues forward. Thank you very much.